You are live. Ooh, that's going to be loud. Okay, so let me just mute all other sounds. Hello, darlings. Hello, darlings. Can you hear me? This is Tammy Lee coming live to you from the parking lot of the local grocery store. I was not going to make it home in time, so I'm like, okay, let's see how this will work on my phone. So I'm here in the raw with y'all girls, with y'all. Okay, so I am actually in the StreamYard studio, and I have so let me just double check something here. Let's just see. We can go that way. I just want to make sure I'm live on Facebook also, because okay, let's just check. One place. I'm live. Yes, I am. Wow, I'm up close and personal with y'all, huh? Why am I talking like that? I don't know, girlfriend. Okay. Take a breath, right? Take a breath. Now, how do I get back to StreamYard? I have not done this on my phone. That's how I get back to StreamYard. Okay. Hello, everyone. Greetings and welcome to Make Shift Happen with Tammy Lee, baby. That's sometimes how I introduce myself, where we go into different realms sometimes and we talk about different things that are pressing us now or open us up to other possibilities. We want to open up to other possibilities, and that sometimes we need help to do that. We have a choice. We do have a choice. Such as today, I really required, this week is Self-Care Awareness Week. Self-Care Awareness Week, ladies. What are you doing for self-care? And we have student massages. Okay, our local university teaches massage therapy, and the students are offering massages for $30 for an hour. So one of the things I'm doing this week is I'm going every day for a massage, and I even asked if I could double up. If we need to ask, that's another thing that's really coming through. We need to ask. Do not assume people know what you want. Do not assume people know what you want. We need to ask. How many of you don't like asking? How many of you have this thought, well, if I need to ask, whether it's like the massage or whether it's in real life, in other parts of our life? How many, because I've heard this from other people. Well, why should I ask? They should just know. People do not know. Even our partners do not know all the time what we desire. I needed to hear that again for me. So it's a great reminder, right? Sometimes our partners do not know what we desire because that's just it. They don't. Sometimes they're oblivious. Okay, they're oblivious, and that's just the way life is, because life can get so busy, they lose, as we can lose track of what's really important in relationships. That can happen. Okay, another thing, breathe. Take a deep breath right now and ground. Let's just take a deep breath and ground. Ground within you. So one of the things, right? Okay. Yeah, I'm like, I am going really fast. I caught myself. I'm going really fast. So just take a breath and breathe. And a new mantra is, I have time. Even when you're on a deadline, tell yourself, tell your body, I have time. So one of the things I wanted to bring forth today is that I don't know if there's going to be any more makeshift happening. I don't know if there's going to be any more makeshift happening in the month of July, because I've been called and I said yes to the calling. Hopefully it's recording. So, okay, but this is also distracting me. So I got to find StreamYard. And I think I went out of it. Did I seriously go out of it? Did I seriously go out of it? Hello, can you hear me? I should not have touched anything. Okay, let's try this again. Yep, I knocked myself out. Did I knock myself out? I'm still there? Oh my gosh, I'm still there. Okay, can you hear me? I'm upside down. I'm sideways. Well, let's see what happens now. Okay, I'm trying to put you back up here. Okay, maybe you can, oh, that's upside down. See, you're playing with me. It's okay. Okay, so one of the things I wanted to share with you today is I'm going to be traveling the month of July. Tim and I are actually going to go to Alaska the first week of July, and we're going to be out on a boat, deep sea fishing. And so there will be no makeshift happen next week because I'm going to be on a boat. And I'm going to also be traveling for over 3 weeks. There is someone, I want to ask you ladies, is there a calling within you? Is there a calling, something pulling you to come and be with, like in nature? Let's just use nature for example. Did you know that when you're out in nature, like really out in nature, that your whole system can relax more? That your beingness, your spirit, your essence can thrive more? And one of the things I'm being called to do, and I also feel like I have been nurtured, nourished, and prepared. Not that I'm just preparing, but that I have been prepared to travel through a spot in Arkansas that I'm going to go visit this second week of July. And I'm meeting 6, 7 other energy workers, women there, and we're going to be doing some really incredible work. And with that said, I'm on a sacred journey trip. That's what it is. The month of July into the beginning of August, I will be on a sacred journey trip right here in the United States, traveling from Alaska, coming back home, have 3 days to unpack and repack for my venture, my sacred journey up into Arkansas, and then into the Smoky Hills, and then the Appalachian Mountains, going up to upper state New York, where I will then be participating in a Mary Magdalene retreat, retrieving and exploring and reigniting the sacred feminine, which is here, and desires to be reactivated, re-recognized, recalibrated within our systems. And as I share this with you right now, I can feel the energy under my skin, and my hands are vibrating. I have been called, and I'm saying yes to this calling. I have said yes to this adventure, even though, now hear me, even though I don't know everything. Do you understand what I'm saying, ladies? We are being called. Now, do you also see like a difference in the energy that I'm holding right now versus the energy of when I started this video? There's a oomph, there's a boom, it's centered. It's like, girl, she's grounded now. Before I was a little trying to get this started, knowing I was going to be late. Oh my gosh, do I just reschedule today's, make shift happen? And I even went out of the parking lot of where I was, and was it my intention to be late? Heck no, girls. Heck no. I even got my computer in the back. I was already restarting it, thinking, well, you know, as soon as I get home, I can, well, it's almost a 20-minute drive home. I was not going to make it. So I'm like, okay, I even pull out the parking lot. I go to the stoplight, take a right, go to the stoplight. And then I hear this, figure it out on your phone. It's going to be simple. Did I think it was simple? Would be? No. But I listened to that whisper. So I pulled back in the parking lot, found a tree to park under. I even got gas. I have 5-gallon jugs of gas in the back of my vehicle, but the windows are down so the fumes can go out. And it's like, I know I'm safe for that reason. You know, I know and I'm okay. I'm okay. Now listen to the whispers. Listen, see, I just raised up in my energy again. I can hear it in my voice. I can feel it in my body. So coming back to self. I have time. I have time. Is there a calling? Is there something is there an urge within you to go visit someone, go visit something, go be somewhere? And because you don't know all the ins and outs and hows, you're not doing it. But your system, your spirit, your essence, your soul is asking you, is calling you. It reminds me of, for 2 years, my essence, my spirit, my soul wanted me to quit my corporate job. But I appeared, and it's like I couldn't figure it out until I wrote my book that became an international bestseller. But until I wrote that book, that was my jump board. It's like, okay, now I know I can quit. Not that I was relying on the book to make me ends meet, but it was like it showed me something. But because I jumped, I'm a jumper in life. I just jump. I jump through the fear. I walk through the fear. Not always easy, but there is a yes. However, there is a yes that's calling you. There's something that's calling us to step out, to step up, to venture out, even if we don't know how it's going to happen. So one of the things, as I travel through these areas that I've always wanted to travel, and I've been wanting to go to upper state New York to be with my sister from a different mister. For 2 years, we've been talking about this. and now it's happening. It was as if, because I've been in a gestational period for pretty much 2 years. And I've had to learn to be okay with that. It was a very uncomfortable. There's still some of that there that's very uncomfortable, yet allowing myself, my being, to be with it. Because in being with what is uncomfortable actually can show us where we need to work. Being okay with the uncomfortability of where we're at, emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, etherically. It's okay, ladies. Learning to be uncomfortable. We just take a deep breath and take that into our heart. And so as I venture into Arkansas, in this specified area where I'm being asked to go. And how do I know I'm being asked? I heard somebody tell a story 2 years ago. Actually, only a year ago. It was a year ago I met this man. Tell a story. For the last 2 years, I've had another woman tell stories of her experiences in a different part of Arkansas. I remember my aunt, Gladys, that used to live in Arkansas, and when we would go there, how like I was amazed at all the trees. And so all these different magical moments are coming together. And then I reach out to a dear friend, mentor and guide for me, and I talk to her about, there's some place in Arkansas, there's this place in Arkansas, and she's like, oh, I've been getting a hit too, Tammy. I'm like, okay. So we're meeting up, and we're meeting up at this place. And then I get more downloads. Which are confirmed by other people, because I don't know what they all mean. Tammy, you're being called to activate the Magdalene and the Marian lines as I travel. I'm like, well, what does that mean? And she just smiles, and she's like, this woman who is a seer and an incredible energy worker, tracker, seer, like she's beyond anything I've ever met in human form. And she starts to tell me stuff that I can feel my star family present. I feel them right now with us. The star elders, star family. Okay, so see, I just went from star elder and like, no, we're all here. My star family guiding me. And sometimes like, and you might get this too. Like who am I to say that? Who am I to, because we can actually, like, I carry these codes. I carry these downloads and these transmissions, but it's taken me to be with other, and actually it's women that's helped me to see this. It's not the male counterparts or the male teachers I've had, spiritual teachers included, that have brought me to realizing my gifts, that have brought me to these moments of, wow, Tammy, you have so many transmissions within you that desire to come through. It's the women that I've had women, spiritual teachers do. It's these women now in this new energy. It's these women that now I'm attracting. Because I've had teachers and mentors actually jealous of me or wanting to capture me or wanting to, like, of the energy and of, they could see things. I know this now in retrospect. They could see things and they wanted that for themselves, for their purpose, not for Tammy Lee's. Or they felt angered at my growth because I can grow like that. Because when I'm with a mentor, I dive in 100%. Anyway, so I'm being called, and I'm saying yes to that. Now, I might not have a specific makeshift happen with you every Wednesday in July. However, provided that I have access to Wi-Fi on my travels, I will be sharing with you. I will be sharing with you what's going on. Let me rephrase that. I will be sharing with you some of my experiences and bringing to you new energy, new life, new information, just new. Yet it also feels like it's ancient. So ancient, but it's been hidden for so long. Because this ancient wisdom, which is coming up through me, remembering within me, this ancient wisdom is coming forth. And sometimes when we're called, when we have those niggly moments of that, we might think like, well, that's weird. Why would I think that? Why would I go do that? That's weird. Or somebody might look at me, or somebody might say something about me. Or when we can actually get through that and take that inspired action of whatever it is, when we can do that, we're literally telling these people, we're telling these voices, these beings that are with us, that are around us, that are benevolent, that have our highest and greatest, beyond our knowing, our highest and greatest, and they're here to support us. And when we say yes to these high benevolent whispers that come to us, actions, inspired actions that are being asked of us, when we say yes to that, and we do that even when we don't know what the heck we're doing, ladies, but we just do it, even if we feel weird, even if we think we're going to look like a fool, but we still do it. These beings know, okay, she's ready. We can trust her. Here's a little bit more. Here's a little bit more. Here's a little bit more. And some of these things can be as simple as clean out that dresser. Move this piece of furniture. I'm serious about this. Because part of my thought formed, because even this woman that's telling me, this healer, this seer, saying, oh, Tammy, yeah, you're going to be activating these Magdalene lines and these Marian lines, these ancient sisterhood from Lemuria, from Atlantis and beyond, activating those energies as I travel. Do I know what all that means in here? No. And that's okay. I follow my inner guidance. I even had to ask her, like, what does that mean? I'm like, and about funds. And she's like, oh, no, the funds are already coming to you. Now, I always say your work is, so like my work, my spiritual work can be as simple as straightening up a room, creating a space within my home. And I follow that. It doesn't always have to be, I got to be out there. Now, see, this is something I learned in this gestational period that I went through for the last 2 years. It can be as simple as trimming my rose bushes. That's my spiritual work. Because there's something happening. I just trust that. I have learned to trust that, ladies. So as I am creating this space, I find money. Money I thought I deposited. Money I've had, I'm like, I deposited that money a year ago. If I did, I did. I found enough money for my funds, for my travels, with ease and grace. With ease and grace. With ease and grace. Thank you, Angel. Hey, Angel? Sorry, I mispronounced. Angel says, thank you for sharing. Like, thank you for sharing. This is where I am. Wow. See, I had this concept that my work, my spiritual work is, I gotta like be on stage. I gotta be on TV. I gotta be, was so big that I literally like invested tens of thousands of dollars over the years into certain things to help me to be. Oh, I must have to do this, or I must have to. I was listening to this up here more than I was listening to my heart and my spirit. I was following the crowds, but I'm not a crowd pleaser, girls. I am so unique. And I would go business coach after business coach after business coach, trying to find the right one. Because let me tell you, I'm not a cookie cutter either. One of my highest values is family, and I have a big family. I have 5 children. We have a farm, a real working farm. I have 13 grandchildren. I am in their lives. They are in my lives. They all live within 20-mile radius. Sometimes that's my work. Sometimes my one-on-one with my clients, I'm so versatile. I went from massage today, 2-hour massage, because I knew that's what my body, my spirit, like, oh yeah, I'm just like, because we required that we take care of ourselves so much, especially right now, women, especially right now, the energies are higher. So Angel says, I just shared with someone not even an hour ago that most of my spirit work is behind the scenes. Girl, I know what you're saying. I like how you said that, behind the scenes. Because I see it in my family. See, that brings me emotion. I see it in my family of how they are, what's the word? They are so far beyond what I was at their age. So far beyond, accelerated in their own worlds, in their own paths, beyond what me and their dad were. Because do you know, when we do this inner healing work, which is required, ladies, we heal our ancestry. We heal our lineage. over 12 generations behind us, over 12 generations going in front of us. We do that. And if all you did was work on you, that is enough. You are enough. You are enough. And if that's the only message I share, if that's the only thing you women get, that you are enough, allow that. Allow that to be. Allow you to be enough. I got you. I see you. I can see you. I can hear you. And I walk with you as we uncover your sacred gifts, your abilities, your magic. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining me today. And as a gentle reminder, for the next 5 to 6 weeks, I'll come to you intermittently. I don't know exactly where I'm going to be on Wednesdays at noon Central Time as I travel, as I've been called, and I'm saying yes to the calling, yes to this part of my work of activating the Magdalene and the Marian ancient sisterhood and those lineages. Thank you, Angel. Angel just said, you are my angel today. Are you, Angel, are you joining from the Emerald Compass on Facebook, or are you joining from the Facebook group? I'm curious. Let me know. I'll check it out later. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, ladies, for being here. Let's keep this conversation going inside our Facebook group. Let me hear more of your hits of how I can help you. Thank you so much. Cheers, everyone. Much love.